give all Shalom Yasharala, we give all praises to Yahweh, Hashem, Yahushai. We give double honors to GMS and the rest of the prophets in the highways and byways. My name is Ik. I'm 9.
My name is Akar. I'm 12. And today we're going to deal with these holidays. The holidays. What the message behind them. But we're going to, no matter how many times we prove to you what these holidays really about, that's still going to do the same thing. Because it's not set up for you to understand the scriptures. So I'm going to read a document called Cultic Holidays. And it's going to cover, I'm going to get straight to the point. Alright. It's going to cover some of the numbers too, like the number 13, the number 33, 6, because the Illuminati uses different numbers. Like 9, 6, 9, 11, his favorite numbers. So when we read this document in our personal lives, it covers a lot of things, a lot of topics.
And the thing is, you see things in TV, but you don't even know what it means. Like, you're just watching things and not knowing what the symbols is. You don't even know what's behind Christmas, what's behind the holidays. You just celebrating it. So you gotta know what it's about. It's not just Christmas. Is just not about. It's not about Jesus. Well, as y'all know it, Jesus Christ's birth. It's not about that.
It's more. I just look at the surface. But you gotta dig beneath the surface. It's more under that surface. Right now, you're just gonna look at the top. Oh, it look nice. It looks smooth. But what's behind that?
Let's celebrate it.
Alright, let's read. We're going to read the document, filter through the scriptures, and break it down. The number 13 represents rebellion against constituted authority, against the Most High. So, that's what the number 13 represents. So, you give me 1 Samuel 15:23.
1 Samuel 15, verse 23. For rebellion, is, what's that number again?
13.
So piece 13 represents rebellion. So it says, for rebellion is as the sin of witchcraft and stubbornness. Stubbornness is as iniquity and idolatry.
So you must get a point there. So rebellion is the same thing as doing witchcraft. It's spiritual witchcraft. It tells you in 1 Samuel 15:23. It's not coming out of our mouth. It's coming out of the word of the Most High's mouth.
And then gives that people that think we just saying that own mouths. We get it from the Bible, so you should get mad at the Bible or Yahweh Shem Yahushai, not us. We speaking out the words of the Bible.
It tells you in Luke 10 verse 16 and 1 Samuel chapter 4 that if you're not despising me, you're despising the Most High, man. So I don't know why you're getting mad at us. You're getting mad at the Most High. Because the Most High's working through us. We are his mouthpiece. It tells you, we're in the scriptures, there's Santa Claus, where's Santa Claus in the Bible?
It said, ho, 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 ho.
Yeah, where's Rudolph the reindeer in the Bible? Where's that in the Bible? Let's read. Alright, it's December 21st to 22nd was one of the Illuminati's human bloody sacrifice nights. So what did Illuminati do? They have sacrifice nights, make blood sacrifices. And in California, they go to the Bohemian Grove to what? To worship, to sacrifice to the god Molech, which is a damn bird. And what most of them are faggots, witches, you know? So let's read Exodus 22 verse 18 to 20. Exodus chapter 22 verse 18 to 20.
Okay, it says, Exodus 22 verse 18 to 20. Thou shalt not suffer a witch to live.
So Most of them deal with witches or wizards and none of that foolishness, man. Keep reading.
Whosoever lieth with a beast shall surely be put to death.
Go ahead.
He that sacrifices it unto any god, save unto the Lord only, he shall be utterly destroyed.
So, if you sacrifice to these different gods such as Molech, you must be put to death. Because the heathens, they ain't gonna worship Shiva, Ganesh, or Buddha. They ain't gonna worship that no more. They don't got no choice but to worship Yahweh Shem Yahushua. Alright, we're gonna look at the word witch. Look at the word witch. Answer the wizard.
Okay, it says a person believed to have magic power, sorcerers.
So a person that deals with sorcery, witchcraft, magic. Now read wizard.
It says not my bad. It says magician, sorcerer.
So that's what it means. You just look that up in the Urban Dictionary. That's what the word witch means. A sorcerer, a magician. One day deals with sorcery or magic. And the most tells you not to do that. Alright, so we're gonna keep reading some of the document here. Oh, we got Deuteronomy 18, verse 9 through 12.
Deuteronomy 18 is 9 to 12. It says, when thou art come into the land which the Lord thy God giveth thee, and thou shalt not learn to do after the abominations of those nations. There shall not be found among you any one that maketh his son or his daughter to pass through the fire.
So you're not supposed to go pass through the fire into Molech. That's wickedness. Go ahead.
It says, or because that's like sacrificing. These Illuminatis, they I can't remember the date, but they be doing human sacrifice nights. You're not supposed to do that. Because right here, it says that among you, anyone that maketh his son or his daughter to pass through the fire, or that use it divination, or an observer of times, or
an observer of times, when it says, oh, this date, this is what's gonna happen to you. You're gonna meet this person. No, that's wickedness. That's wickedness. You're not supposed to be doing that.
Or an enchanter or a witch. Okay, it says dear, my bad, when thou art, okay, verse 11, or a charmer or a consulter with familiar spirits, or a wizard, or a necromancer. For all that do these things are an abomination unto the Lord. And because of these abominations, the Lord thy God had driven them out from before thee. Thou shalt be perfect with the Lord thy power. But these nations which thou shalt possess, hearken unto observer times, and unto diviners, but as for thee, the Lord thy God had not suffered thee so to do.
So we look at the word necromancer. It comes from the word necromancy, the act or practice of conjuring up the spirits of the dead. So you call upon the spirits of the dead, call upon the dead, going to these graveyards, talking to your mother, and that's already dust, or for purposes of magic, of revealing the future. So you're talking to dead, so you can know what's gonna happen to your future. That's what Saul did, He went with this woman, calling up the spirit of Samuel, spirit of the dead, to see his future. And what was his future? Death.
A die fall by a spear.
Yeah, it means magic or sorcery. So the Most High told you not to do that. You're not to be doing that. Let the heathens do that. Alright? So let's read Leviticus 17, verse 4. Leviticus 17, verse 4.
Leviticus 17, verse 4. It says, "And bring it."
So you're not supposed to deal with blood. You know, all these blood sacrifices. We see what the Master said about that.
It says, "And bring it not unto the door of the tabernacle of the congregation to offer an offering unto the Lord before the tabernacle of the blood that be imputed unto that man. He that shedded blood, and that man shall be cut off."
So he that shed blood should be what?
Cut off from among his people.
So if you use it dealing with blood, the Master gonna deal with you, execute you. Doing all these blood sacrifices. The so-called women do anything opposite of what the Most High said. The Master said, no, there should be no faggots. But what they do? Faggots just walk in America boldly. You know? Alright. Keep reading. Oh, read 10 to 12. 10 to 12. Salak about that.
It says, "And whatsoever man there be of the house of Israel, or of the strangers that sojourn among you, that eateth any manner of blood, I would even set my face against that soul that eateth blood, and would cut him off from among his people. For the life of the flesh is in the blood."
So that's the life of any human or animal, the blood.
"And I have given it to you upon the altar to make an atonement for your souls. It is the blood that makes an atonement for the soul. Therefore I said unto the children of Israel, no soul of you shall eat blood, neither shall any stranger sojourn among you eat blood."
So Israel, all these heathens, it says strangers, which are the heathens, are supposed to be doing that. So you must be dealing with no blood. Doing these blood sacrifices, that's what some of the celebrities do. They kill one of their family members so they can get more fame, get more riches. But they're supposed to be executed for that because the most of us go against that. You know? So I'm gonna keep reading. Alright, I think that's it for now. I think that's it. I'm gonna keep reading. The tradition, now this is what Christmas tree. The Christmas tree derives from a winter god, in which the Jews, what is a Jew? A witch. Witches that lived in Europe claimed that the soul of their gods dwelt in the tree. Nimrod reincarnated into Tammuz. So that's where this Christmas tree comes from. That's where it comes from. All back to the Hamites. So Easter didn't come with nothing. You just made it more evil.
And these a lot of two dirt coons, two dirt Negroes, and also Hispanics, Spanish, y'all be having a Christmas tree with the star. Well, y'all don't even know that Christmas tree derives from. Y'all just having it, just to have it. What are those like those blue, green, or those balls come from on the tree? It comes from the chopped off heads.
Yeah, it goes back to when people refuse to celebrate the birthday of Nimrod. So Nimrod would chop their heads off,
yeah,
and hang it on a tree. So when you give a present, you really bow down to them.
You believe that there's a winter god in it.
So let's read Jeremiah to the 10 verse 1 through 5. Now you're gonna see what the star represents. We're going the star on the top of the tree. Yeah, I believe that's actually talking about that was a star when the three wise men, they came to the Savior, and they had the star, the East Star. That's not the East Star, man.
No. And then these comics and newspapers have this Christmas, putting it into the children's mind, even in cartoons. Christmas, Xmas.
They got a movie called the movie that just came out called Off of Christmas.
when children see that, when they see these cartoons and people keep on saying Christmas, they like, Christmas, I want a Christmas gift.
They actually think Santa's real. Santa's not real.
It's just different, and it comes from a. Well, you gonna read that, so.
So read Jeremiah 10.
Jeremiah 10, verse 1 through 5. Hear ye, and can I say something before I read that? The thing is, it says Santa. Where do you get Santa from? You get it from Satan. Because you just reverse the T and the A to a different way. It says, hear ye, this is Jeremiah 10, verse 1 through 5. Hear ye the word which the Lord speaketh unto you, O house of Israel. Thus saith the Lord, learn not the way of the heathen, and be not dismayed at the signs of heaven. For the heathen are dismayed at them, for the customs of the people are vain.
So don't be dismayed at the signs of heaven, like the constellations, focus on astronomy, astrology. Don't be focusing on that. Focus on the word of the Most High. That's what you be focusing on. Not all that horoscope. I'm a Leo. I'm a Scorpio. All that, man. Well, keep reading.
It says, verse 3, Jeremiah 10, verse 3. For the customs of the people are vain. For one cuts a tree out of the forest, and the work of the hands of the men with the axe. It says,
that's not just like a Christmas tree.
So they had it back then. It tells you that there's nothing new under the sun. If it was back then, it's today. Alright, it says, they decked it with silver and with gold. They fastened it with nails and with hammers, that it moved not.
So they fasten it like they hold it tight with gold and silver, so it won't move, it won't fall down. So if that's the case, how come the Christmas tree can't go back up? It can't come back up. You have to make it. You have to deck it down. Now keep reading.
Okay, it says, it also represents a phallus.
Yeah, phallus is a penis. I'm gonna read it.
A phallus with chopped off heads on it. Okay, it says, verse 4, they decked it with silver and with gold. They fastened it with nails and with hammers, that it move not. They are upright as the palm tree, and speak not. They must needs be born, because they cannot go. Be not afraid of them, but they cannot do evil, neither also is it in them to do good.
So, when one of these parents, like, if you always have a Christmas tree in your house, right, and one day your house is on fire, can a Christmas tree run out of the house? No.
You have to take it.
You have to take it down, or else it's gonna burn. You gotta be thinking, man.
All those presents. And can I see? And the other day I saw in the news that a black girl, she died. I think it was right before Christmas. And the mom's gonna say something about, oh, I had some presents, some nice toys for her.
Yeah, nice toys.
She even gets to celebrate her Christmas. That's good. But she was probably talking about, Mommy, I can't wait for Christmas.
The monster already got holidays for Israel. Holiday comes from the word holy, which is supposed to be holy days, like Purim, Passover, Feast of Tabernacles.
Purim.
No, y'all don't celebrate that though.
And thing is, that's the only time they give to each other. Is in Christmas. And the rest of the time, you hate your brother.
And the thing is, in Trinidad, right? In Trinidad, the house is dirty. Everything is dirty. But on Christmas come, everything is clean. That's the only time you're supposed to clean your house and paint it and cut the grasses when it's Christmas Day? Come on, man. I'm gonna keep reading. Alright. The star. Now we're gonna see the star. They have the star on top of the Christmas tree. So that's a star. Can you prove that? Alright, the star. the five-pointed star. That you see that's really the Baphomet. That's really the Baphomet there, which is Pentecost, which is Satan's powerful symbols. The devil, the deceiver. So, or sometimes they don't have a star, they have an angel on it. So what's behind an angel? Let's go to 1 Corinthians. 1 Corinthians chapter 11. 2 Corinthians. 2 Corinthians 11 verse 14. 2 Corinthians 11 verse 14. So that's something behind an angel and that star.
2 Corinthians 11 verse 14. No marvel.
So no more being like you're surprised. Don't be surprised.
Satan himself is transformed into an angel of light.
So what was Paul saying? He said, "Don't be." So he's saying, be aware, be alert.
He's behind it.
Satan's going to transform into an angel of light. That goes to reason people too. Like people act like they're really for the truth, but they really the damn devil. You know, like so-called white man. He treats you like he talks to you like he's good. His words are smoother than butter, but really he's a damn devil. All right, the candles.
I got before you keep on going, I got a precept.
Okay, Amos 5:26.
Amos 5 verse 26. It says, but ye have borne the tabernacle of your elect, and chewing in your images, the star of your God, which ye made to yourselves.
This is the star of your God. And you're going to find out with the Chion. The Chion. In case some of y'all don't know, you're going to look at the word Chion because it's good to read. The one that says, blessed is he who reads. So we're doing the right thing. Okay. Speak, God.
Yeah, and some people, they just celebrate Christmas, and I know what it is. And think about them. Like, some people, they say, oh, I'm going to get a Christmas gift. They're not even seeing what it's about. You have to see what it's about. Like, you have to see your history. The history of this. Like, it also can represent some Nimrod's beard. Because Nimrod's beard, if you put it
very long.
It's very long. If you put it the other side, it's like, it looks like a tree.
Alright. So now, we're going to look at the word Chion. I know what it means myself personally. But I want all y'all to know. It's good for all y'all because I have knowledge and I'm going to share it to y'all. So, Chion.
And this is in the Zondervan Dictionary.
Yeah, the Zondervan Bible Dictionary. The Bible Dictionary written by a scholar named Merrill C. Tenney. So he's going to explain to us what does Chion mean. Saturn as a god. So that's the god Saturn, dude. It tells you right there. Oh, one read more. The tabernacle of Molech and Chion, your images. So that also represents Molech too. But y'all don't read, so y'all ain't gonna know what that is. So now,
and it's a song. I want my pork for Christmas.
Then I got a song in that called I Want My Pork for My Christmas. And of all things, pork. Pork is a filthy animal. Alright, now let's read. Okay, the candles. The candles is us. Like in the birthday, you have the candles, the big candles and the cake. For candles, is identified as a sun god. It identifies a sun god recently developed fire. Pagans loved it. So now let's read Leviticus 19 verse 26. Because all that is enchantment. All that's witchcraft. All those candles, blowing the candle.
Okay. It's Leviticus 19 verse 26. Ye shall not eat anything with the blood, neither shall ye use enchantment no observe of time.
So they're not using enchantment. So those candles on enchantment. Some of those so they be using. You're not supposed to use enchantment. Those candles deal with enchantment. You could give a gift to somebody any day. Any day. Only on one particular day? That don't make no sense.
And these people don't even know what Boxing Day is because I don't know if America got it, but out here they got a holiday called Boxing Day.
Yeah, they celebrate and don't know what it means.
No one.
No one don't know what it means.
Even the elderlies.
The elderlies don't know.
Some of the elderlies do their research and they don't even know.
So now, okay, the mistletoe. You see the mistletoe? You see that, the mistletoe for Christmas?
We're gonna put it on post-production.
Yes. Mistletoe. It's a holy divine plant of the Jews. So it's holy. It's a special plant to the Jews, which is witches. Representing fertility. Jews use white berries as magical drinks. So you see some of the white balls on the mistletoe. Back then, the witches used to use it as magical drinks. It's a crime. It's magical drinks. See? Alright. So now the wreath. You see the Christmas bush on the door? You see that on the door? So now we're going to look at the meaning of that. The wreath is circular. That identifies a female body parts. That represents a vagina, man.
The organs.
And also represents fertility. Sex. Yeah, the wreath. I'm sorry, it's lucky about that. It's called the wreath. So now let's get Galatians 5:17 and 19.
Do your research. These kids that go to school, and they don't even know what it means. They don't even know what Christmas is all about.
All I know is about Christopher Columbus. That's Christopher Columbus' dad. When he did that, he did this.
All your kids is studying. Is they studying that new car, those new toys you gonna get?
What's the next Xbox video game we'll get?
Thinking that their Christmas gonna go and say, ho, ho, ho.
Ha, ha, ha.
Jingle bell, jingle bell.
Rudolph the reindeer. Where do you see that in the Bible?
Okay, he said.
You must be reading backwards or upwards, sideways. I don't know. They read it some different way.
No, they read it in Muslim. Galatians 5:17 to 19.
Yes.
It says, "For the flesh lusted against the spirit, and the spirit."
Because all this is sexual. That's all they portray. That's all the so-called white man is portraying in your mind. The S word, sex, sex, sex. That's all they portraying in your mind. Go ahead.
It says, "For the flesh lusted against the spirit, and the spirit against the flesh, and these are contrary than one to the other."
So let them contrary against one another. They war against one another.
So that ye cannot do the things that ye would. But if ye be led of the spirit, ye are not under the law. Now the works of the flesh are manifest, which are deep: idolatry, fornication, uncleanness, lasciviousness.
So it tells you in Romans, it says that you cannot do the things that you would, which means you're supposed to. So you want to do things you know you have to do, but the flesh is overtaking. It says in Romans, Paul said, I wish the good that I need to do, I do not. But the evil that I'm not supposed to do, I do.
Like some woman, we told her to burn the Christmas tree, but she won't give that to another person. Give a curse to another person.
But they don't listen, no.
Most of the people's gonna die. Celebrating Christmas, tell them not to do that. It's wickedness, tell them the meaning of it. They still gonna go ahead and get their pork for Christmas.
They're still gonna do it. Their parboiled rice, their nice doubles for Christmas, their nice buns for Christmas. Alright, Santa. Santa is reverse of Satan and derives from a god, Sanat Kumura. Alright? Now we're going to look at the reindeer. Have you noticed? You see 8 reindeers riding Santa. They're going to look up the meaning of it. Rudolph the reindeer actually goes back to the horn god, the stag god, which is used to worship. And 8 reindeers is riding him. The number 8 is a number for New World Order. So that was his New World Order. It's 8 reindeers riding him. Most movies and cartoons, once in a while you see 4 or 3, but most of these 8 reindeers is riding him.
Saying ho 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 ho. What's all of this ho ho?
You know what to laugh about?
It's not even a white person. It's a black person. It originates from a black person. I forgot his name, but originates from a black person.
Saint Nicholas.
Saint Nicholas.
Which was a black man. So, and he just define Christmas like it's good. So now you give me Proverbs 17 verse 15.
Proverbs 17 verse 15. It says, as for me, I will behold.
Proverbs 17 verse 15.
Oh, Shalak. Proverbs 17 verse 15. It says, he that justifieth the wicked, and he that condemneth the just, even they both are abomination to the Lord.
So you celebrate Christmas, you justify the wicked. And Christmas is wicked, as we're proving to you right now. But now y'all still going to want to get that ham and nice pork boiled rice for Christmas. A nice chicken for Christmas. But I'm also going to deal with you, just because you can never say nobody prove to you and warn you what Christmas is all about. And we're not just going to cover Christmas, we cover a whole lot of holidays. Next one is Easter. Let's finish up Christmas.
We talked about Easter before in the street, but now we're going to get another review of it.
Getting more deep into it. Now give me Isaiah 5:20 to 21.
I never seen the word Christmas in the Bible.
I never ever saw it.
Oh, Jeremiah, he celebrated Christmas. I never seen that. I never see Jesus Christ, he celebrated his birthday.
What is Christmas? What is Christmas? They still got a Christmas tree, and I never saw Santa Claus. Where do you get that from?
Isaiah 5. What was it again?
20 to 21. Isaiah 5, 20 to 21.
Isaiah 5, 20 to 21. Woe unto them. Woe means destruction. Unto them they call evil good and good evil.
So they're calling Christmas good. It's really not good.
It says, and good evil, and put darkness for light, and light for darkness, that put bitter for sweet, and sweet for bitter. One to them that are wise in their own eyes, and prudent in their own sight.
So, no matter how much they prove to y'all, they're still going to be wise in your own sight. They're going to be doubting us. I'm still going to celebrate my Christmas. I'm still going to celebrate my Halloween.
Speaking foolishness, boy.
They're speaking foolishness. Then prove it. Instead of saying, can you prove to me that Christmas is really good? Christmas is, can you really prove to me about Christmas? Oh, you're talking crap. You're talking crap. You can't prove it. Let us speak. Alright. Next scripture before we keep continuing. Oh. 1 John 5, verse 19. John 5, verse 19.
Okay. 1 John 5, verse 19. It says, and we know that we are of Yahweh, and the whole world lied in wickedness.
So this whole world lies in wickedness. They cover the world with wickedness. Because you got people all the way from China celebrate Christmas. People all the way from India, I've been reading the papers, celebrating Christmas.
Daddy, look at Santa Claus. It's not Santa Claus, idiot.
Alright. Let's read two more scriptures before I continue. In Sirach 37 verse 3. Sirach.
And of all colors, he got the color red.
Red.
Sirach 7 verse 3.
37 verse 3.
Oh, my bad. Alright. It says, O wicked imagination, whence, 37 verse 3, right?
Mm-hmm.
O wicked imagination, whence camest thou in to cover the earth with deceit?
So y'all cover up with deceit. Everybody know Christmas. Everybody know Easter. People from Africa celebrating that. Some Muslims know about that too. Alright, Job 9:24, that's the last scripture we'll read right now. Job 9:24.
Job 9:24. The earth is given to the hand of the wicked. He covered the face of the judges thereof. If not, where and who is he?
So he covered the faces of the judges thereof. The earth is given to the hand of the wicked. So right now, people are still celebrating Christmas. Why? Because the wicked is ruling. So we can't just kill people and slap them over the head, celebrating. We can't just bash people over their heads, slapping them for celebrating Christmas. The scripture says, "Be wise as a serpent." So it wasn't meant for them to get it. They ain't gonna get it. Because the white man's ruler, so he can't do that. All right. So let's read the elves. Elves are Satan's little helpers. They are demons. That's what they are. So Santa's really Satan, and elves are the evil spirits. So now you give me Ephesians 6:11-17.
Alright, Khan. Is it says, put on the whole armor of God, that ye may be able to stand against the wiles of the devil.
What's wild mean? Trickery of the devil. The lies of the devil. Read 17.
17. And take the
read 2:17.
For we wrestle not against flesh and blood, but against principalities, against powers, against rulers of the darkness of this world, against spiritual wickedness in high places. Wherefore, I'm on verse 13, Ephesians 6:13. Wherefore take unto you the whole armor of God, that ye may be able to withstand in the evil day, and having done all to stand. Stand therefore, having your loins girt about with truth, having on the breastplate of righteousness, and your feet shod with the preparation of the gospel of peace. Above all, taking the shield of faith, wherewith ye shall be able to quench all the fiery darts of the wicked, and take the helmet of salvation and the spirit and the sword of the Spirit, which is the word of God.
So we did not wrestle against flesh and blood. We wrestled against the evil one, who's working through flesh and blood. So now, give me Psalm 64, verse 1.
Psalm 64, verse 1. Psalm 64, verse 1 to 2. It says, Hear, my voice, O power. My prayer, preserve my life from the fear of the enemy. Hide me from the secret counsel of the wicked, from the insurrection of the workers of iniquity.
So, that's the secret counsel of the wicked. To bring Christmas to the world, lying to the people. That sounds like the secret society to me. So now, let's go to Exodus 23:4. Exodus 23:4. Alright, so proving to you what Christmas is. We're not just doing this to get in your nerves or just to get hard on you. We're just doing it because we love you, you know? We're watching for your soul. So read it.
Exodus 20 verse 3 and 4. But people still won't get mad at this video.
There's so much things in them.
Thou shalt have no other gods before me. Thou shalt not make unto thee any graven image, or any likeness of anything that is in heaven above, or that is in the earth beneath, or that is in the water under the earth.
So, you're not supposed to worship anything in the earth or under the earth. You're not supposed to worship anything. You know, you're not supposed to worship no other gods. Worshiping a reindeer. Alright. So now, let's read the next page. Green and red are the hedonistic colors of the winter. Green is an evil one's favorite color. So it's obvious that the favorite colors for Christmas is red. It's a color of human blood. December is known as the nativity of the sun god, the birthday of Tammuz. Alright, so let's now go to Ezekiel 8 verse 14.
Ezekiel 8 verse 14.
Con.
Okay. Ezekiel 8 verse 14. Now we're going to get into the Tammuz. It says, Then he brought me to the door of the gate of the Lord's house, which was toward the north. And behold, there sat woman weeping for Tammuz.
Read it again.
There sat woman weeping for Tammuz.
So Tammuz. I'm going to look up what this Tammuz is all about. Tammuz is a fertility god worshipped in Syria, which is equivalent, what does equivalent mean? Equal or same to Osiris in Egypt and Adonis of the Greeks. So Tammuz is a Syrian god, which is the sun god. It's the same thing to the god Osiris in Egypt. They're all wicked, all evilness. They all just got different names in different countries. That's it. That's pretty much the difference. That's it. Alright. So now, let's keep going. The name Christmas means the death of Christ. So when heathens celebrate Christmas, they actually celebrated the rise of the Antichrist and the fall of the true Savior. So you just find the Antichrist. So what does anti mean? Against Christ. So now let's go to 1 John 2:21 and 22. 1 John 2:21 and 22.
Kind. It says, 1 John 2, verse 21 to 22. I have not written unto you, because ye know not the truth, but because ye know it, and that no lie is of the truth. Who is a lie that denied that Jesus is the Christ? He is an antichrist that denied the Father and the Son.
He's a what?
antichrist.
So anyone that's against Christ. But we are pro-Christ. Which means pro means for. We are for Christ, the Savior, Mashiach.
Because these people, they say, oh, I'm for Christ. Oh, praise Jesus. But how you love him when you celebrating Christmas?
And that's the death of the Savior.
It cannot happen.
Alright, Jesus 23.
23. Whosoever denied the Son, the same had not the Father. But he that acknowledged the Son had the Father also.
That's right, that's right. So now let's go to now the Groundhog's Day. That Groundhog's Day, we got a lot of satanic holidays. So now let's read. Groundhog's Day represents Mother Nature. This represents the worship of the earth, guys. Worshiping the earth. And the thing is, y'all should know Mother Nature this, Mother Nature this, Mother Nature that. Oh, praise Mother Earth. But wait a minute. Y'all busy destroying the earth. Throwing chemtrails in the air, spraying chemtrails in the air.
Every time you see some rain, or some thunder, or some tornado, you say, oh, praise Mother Nature.
But you destroying it at the same time.
What does the earth praise? It praise Yahweh Shem Yahshai.
And who created the earth? Yahweh Shem Yahshai. Polluting the seas, polluting earth. You got a day called Earth Day.
She was the most likely to destroy the earth. So why are you praising Mother Nature?
But most ain't gonna allow it to happen. Allow it to happen in season Ecclesiastes 11 verse 4.
Yeah, so this Christmas, this is wickedness.
Right.
This Groundhog Day, all this is wickedness. All this is pagan.
Alright, let's keep going.
Yeah, I still want to celebrate it.
Read Job 21:14. See, it's almost been an hour since we did this.
Now it's just Christmas.
Now it's just Christmas. We don't got that long to go though. Really.
Job 21, verse 14. It says, therefore they say unto God, depart from us. We desire not the knowledge of thy ways.
So they despise the Most High. Who created them? Who created Earth? So we squash that Mother Nature stuff. Just now we're on Valentine's Day. Valentine's Day goes back to Cupid. You see Cupid, the angel Cupid with the little bow and arrow, with the little white underwear. Look like a girl with all that hair and all that puny wings. Alright. Cupid is the son of Venus, which is really Tammuz. So when you see the angel, that is really Tammuz. Alright? So, which is the son of Semiramis. So Semiramis and Venus are the same thing.
And then is all y'all, we know y'all prophets and the highways and byways. We know that all this is wickedness, but now we're getting into the deep part of it.
I know.
And we know Christmas is 10, but what is the meaning of it?
Alright. So, it's Venus is the daughter of Jupiter, the divine god, which really represents Nimrod. So Jupiter and Nimrod are the same thing. This is that Jupiter as a god of the Greeks and the Romans, but Nimrod is a god of the Hamites, the Ethiopians, the Egyptians, the Babylonians. They're both wicked, but they have different names. They're all Satan, man. Alright. So let's now read Deuteronomy 5, 7 through 8. We're gonna show him this a little speed up a little. Deuteronomy 5, 7 through 8. No, do 9, I'm sorry.
Deuteronomy 5, verse 7 through 8.
9.
Thou shalt have none other gods before me. Thou shalt not make thee any graven image or any likeness of thing that is in heaven above, or that is in the earth beneath, or that is in the waters beneath the earth. Thou shalt not bow down thyself unto them, nor serve them, for I, the Lord, thy power, am a just power, visiting the iniquity of their fathers upon the children, unto the third and fourth generation of them that hate me.
That's from think right there. We have to break that down, because it break down itself. Because now we read Deuteronomy 17:3-5, but that's a sun god. So when you're worshiping Valentine, you're actually going to worshiping the sun god. The sun, you're worshiping the sun.
But soon, at that time, and that Valentine's time, as soon as you're about to celebrate, you probably going to get a sword straight to your heart, or a bullet.
Or you're going to eat a missile problem eat you.
Deuteronomy 17, verse 3-4.
Beautified.
It says, and had gone and served other gods and worshipped them, either the sun or moon or any of the hosts of heaven, which I have not commanded.
So don't worship the sun, the moon, the hosts of heaven, which is the planets and the stars, the galaxies, don't worship them because the Most High created all that. Right?
It says, and it be told thee, and thou hast heard of it, inquire diligently, and behold, it be true and the dang certain, that such abomination is wrought in Israel. Then shalt thou bring forth that man or that woman, which have committed that wicked thing, unto thy gates, even that man or that woman, and shall stone them with stones till they die.
Stone every worshiping that. Alright. Now let's read Deuteronomy 4:14-19. Deuteronomy 4:14-19.
Deuteronomy 4, verse 14 through 19. It says, and the Lord commanded me at that time to teach you statutes and judgments, that ye might do them in the land where ye go over to possess it. It says, take ye therefore good heed unto yourselves, for ye saw no manner or similitude on the day that the Lord spake unto you in Horeb out of the midst of the fire, lest ye corrupt yourselves and make you a graven image. The similitude.
So that's a similitude, a copy, an image of any figure.
Of any figure, the likeness of male or female. It says the likeness of any beast that is in the earth, or the likeness of any winged fowl that fly in the air, the likeness of anything that creepeth on the ground, the likeness of any fish that is in the waters beneath the earth. It says, unless thou lift up thine eyes unto heaven, and when thou seest the sun and the moon and the stars, even all the hosts of heaven, shouldest be driven to worship them. Serve them which the Lord thy God hath divided unto all nations under the whole heaven.
So you must worship nothing in the heavens. Straight up. It's so easy. Alright. So Saint Febronoia emerges from Febris, which is a fever of love. She is a defender of love and supporter of the feeling of love. So pretty much all this Valentine goes back to the god of love, which is Samaritas, which is really women worship. Women worship. You worshiping women. It's all pussy whip, man. Alright. Now Easter. Easter and the Easter bunny, which is one of the Illuminates' bloody sacrifice nights. Easter is really the moving beat of a common practice of astrology. So that's all astrology. Let's go to 2 Kings 23 verse 5. 2 Kings 23 verse 5.
2 Kings 23, verse 5.
And the Shahs is really worshiping all the stars and all that, you know?
It says, and he put down the adulteress. 1-5.
So this is the king of Judah. This was the king of Judah. I believe it was Hilkiah, and he was cleaning the land, purifying it, because there was a lot of wickedness in that land. All right, so he was taking away the filth, executing, because there was a lot of wicked niggas. It was a wicked generation at that time. So when he ruled, they started becoming righteous. But the Moses said you still have to kill the wicked generation. So go ahead.
It says, and he put down the adulterous priests whom the king of Judah had ordained to burn incense in the high places in the cities of Judah, and in the places round about Jerusalem. Them also that burn incense unto Baal, to the sun, and to the moon, and to the planets, and to all the hosts of heaven.
So won't worship none of that. That's what Easter goes back to. I was making fast. Come on. I'm going to keep reading. Which really symbolizes the coming back of Semiramis into her reincarnation of the form of the spring goddess. The Babylonian goddess Ishtar, which is really Semiramis' wife of Nimrod. So next page. So now we're going to see the different names of the goddess Ishtar. The Babylonians call it Ishtar, or Old Ishtar, the moon goddess. The Catholics call it Virgin Mary, or the Queen of Heaven. The Chinese call it Xingmu. Alright, so now let's go back to the Virgin Mary, Queen of Heaven. So, bring me Jeremiah 44, 15 and 19.
Jeremiah 44, verse 15 to 19.
Make it fast.
Then all the men which knew that their wives had burnt incense unto other gods, and all the women that stood by, a great multitude, even all the people that dwelt in the land of Egypt, and Patros.
And Patros means rock or cliff. Go ahead.
Answered Jeremiah, saying, As for the word that thou hast spoken unto us in the name of the Lord, we will not hearken.
So Jeremiah was warning because they were worshiping the Queen of Heaven not to worship it. Yeah. But they said they were going to hearken to him because why they were proud and got demons in them.
Unto thee, but we will certainly do whatsoever thing go for out of our own mouth, to bring incense to the Queen of Heaven.
To what? To what?
Queen of Heaven.
To what?
Queen of Heaven.
To the Queen of Heaven. Go ahead.
And to pour out drink offerings unto her, as we have done, we and our fathers, our kings, our princes in the cities of Judah, in the streets of Jerusalem. We had plenty of victuals, and were well, and saw no evil. But since we left off to burn incense to the Queen of Heaven, and to pour out drink offerings unto her, we have wanted all things, and have been consumed by the sword and by the famine. When we burn incense to the Queen of Heaven, and pour out drink offering unto her, did make her cakes to worship her, and pour out drink offerings unto her, without our men.
So they were worshiping the Queen of Heaven. So now let's keep going. The Druids, which is witches, call it Parotara. The Egyptians call it Isis. The pagan Ephesians call it Diana. That's why we've seen some pictures. They got Diana with many breasts, could feed 100 children with that. You know? So many breasts. And some parts that they chipped off her nose. You know? And it shows in Acts because the Ephesians were going off worshiping that.
They're saying, praise Diana.
Yeah, praise Diana of the Ephesians. The ancient Germans called it Hertha. The Greeks call it Aphrodite or Ceres. Indians, East Indians, Elam, call it Isi or Indrini. The ancient Jews call it Ashtaroth, Queen of Heaven.
It's all the same heifer.
Yeah, which pretty much just proves to you in the Bible with the Queen of Heaven. In Jeremiah 44, 15 and 19. Krishna, Duwaki, Romans call it Venus or Fortuna. The Scandinavians call it Disa, and the Thutians call it Nutria. The Sumerians call it Nina. That's pretty much the different names of their god. It's pretty much the same thing but different names. That's pretty much it. That's pretty much the difference there. Alright. So now we're gonna go over one more page here, and then we finish with the topic here. We just covered a lot of things. One more. The Halloween and the black cat. And we're gonna go to the color black. Halloween. We're not going to do no scriptures, we're just going to read straight to it. Halloween. It all goes back to people who lived in Egypt, which worship, in England, which worship the sun god of harvest. It is all about worshiping Samhain, the lord of death. That's why you see some cartoons, you have a guy in black with a sickle. That's really Samhain, the lord of death there. They have a cartoon called the Grim Reaper. You know? Alright,
all East was about death.
It's all about death, man. Ready to kill.
The faggots.
In America, it's a pumpkin. So now it's a pumpkin. But in Europe, originally, it was a turnip, a large beet, potato, or an edible European turnip root, or even a skull with a candle in it. So it's not really a pumpkin. It's a skull with a candle in it. A skull of a dead person.
But today it's like
and then use a pumpkin. It's not really a pumpkin. Alright. Chak is another name for Joker or Satan. Instead of that demon named Chak in Halloween. That's another name for Joker or Satan. Okay, let's keep reading. Witches use the powers of nature. Witches use cats for the magical object to call upon evil spirits to enter their bodies. So they use a cat, and a cat's body is already possessed by Satan. You know. So some witches use dogs, owls, snakes, or swine, which is pigs. But usually the majority of the times is a black cat. A black cat on top of that. So now, you see, in witches, you see in some cartoons, some witches have a broom to fly. Now you're going to know where this broomstick comes from. The broomstick actually represents a penis. The broomstick is actually a penis. So, when you have a cartoon, you actually put a penis between the legs. Alright. The black cat actually goes back to the ancient Egyptians. As you see some ancient Egyptian mines, you see the cat. That's all animal worship. Alright, the cat, the Celts are white people that live in Europe. Usually claim to devilish powers. Satan's favorite colors are orange, black, and red. Especially black. Black is an anthem for magic and demonic acts. So when it's black of night, it really represents that Satan is busy. The skull represents the god of the dead, which is really the horn god. So you learn a lot. And that's pretty much it. We broke down a lot on the
one
holidays.
of Satan's colors also is green. Oh yeah, one more thing, we have the color red too. Is I guess I'll read it.
Yeah, read it, and after that we're gonna close out. So we covered a lot of things here, but if you understand the God's scripture, Sirach 39 verse 24 says, "As it is planted to the holy, the stumbling blocks to the wicked." So it's still gonna be a stumbling block. It's still gonna be celebrating Christmas, Halloween, Easter, Valentine's Day. Even though we just broke it down with the scriptures, with the dictionaries, the Bible dictionary, the documents. There's so much evidence. But y'all still gonna do it though. Y'all still gonna do it.
And you notice most of the flags, it has the color red on it. The color red, the American sign. My bad, flag, red.
And that red, the American flag represents it still represents the Baphomet, and it represents the blood of the Indians that when the white man came here, it represents the blood of the Indians that they shed.
Like witches, they got the color red.
No, they got black.
Yeah, black and red. They be having the red too. The color red is also women in scarlet. Esau was born red. Yahweh hated Esau, whoredom, violence.
That's what the red represents. So, we pretty much broke it down. I hope y'all learned something new today. We proved this to y'all what this Christmas and all that really is all about. That it's wickedness. Pretty much straight up telling you the truth.
I'm gonna say something before we close it. And out of all things, they had to choose a pumpkin, orange. Well, that's one of his Satan's favorite color, orange.
So, you got Princess Howard Shimon Shai, you want to see Shalom.
Shalom.
Shalom, Barakatah.